We are with these boys, and this is what we were hoping for. I mean, Papulon brought it up, and as well as Omanwa. This matchup between Gilak Sans and as well as your GOAT, all-time great, Few. Here are the stats, and obviously some of the hero picks are going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know, from the side of MPL ID, like, Gushin, are we going to see it today?
Yep.
I think maybe
Yeah,
not only Gushin.
Yeah, I think if Coach Shiep wanna bringing something flashy,
Yeah.
he could use a Gushin, but it's kind of like too risky. More risk and no reward if you're using Gushin against AP Bren.
Yeah, AP Bren is very tough contender, as we know. And I think Coach Shiep, he should prepare something better, or maybe the best for Onic, because one step ahead for Onic to the grand finals.
Yeah, or maybe I would love to see Gushin against Odette.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Gushin against Odette. What the crowd did we? It's so crazy, bro. The crowd.
It's a buff home crowd, you know.
Crack up too much. It makes me crack up too much. I love the sentiments that you guys have, and especially amongst Onic, and even for the AP Bren boys. I'm curious, just a couple of last thoughts, a couple of last sentiments as our games are going to start really, really soon. I can hear the crowd getting excited already. What do you think is going to be the game score? Is it going to be 3-2? Are you thinking 3-0? What's the game line?
I think three of us agree it's gonna be 3-1 for Onic.
3-1 for Onic. 3-1 for Onic. Sorry,
about you guys?
sorry, AP Bren. Sorry, sorry. I'm Onic.
Hey, they're here.
Today
and,
I'm Onic. Today I'm Onic.
Let me speak for the Filipinos at least, because there is an all Indonesia panel. I gotta say, it's AP Bren 3-1 in our favor. I'm pretty sure.
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it. And who else in the audience agrees with that?
Wow.
Sorry guys. But with that being said, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Momo-chan. Thank you so much, Papulong. Thank you so much, Awawa.
Thank you, Gideon.
Terima
Thank you,
kasih.
guys.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
terima
Thank you,
kasih.
Wop. Thank you, Gideon.
I was muted the whole time. God damn.
Oh man, that was
Like
fun. That was
Tribergen.
fun. I was scared for my life for half a second there.
Thank you,
I'm glad
bro.
I didn't have to make
But you
a
could have
prediction
said
all across
something
the board,
normal.
because this
You
matchup has
bastard.
been long awaited. People have been talking
Thank you for the
about it
donut,
since
my boy.
CH. People have been talking about since
Now you
Snapchat,
can
even
edge in
MSC. It was
peace.
a very good argument.
But match made in
Kaneki,
heaven,
what
you
up,
can see
Ken?
Galti's a very good
Armo and Bitter.
very young prodigies, you
Yo,
know,
that
and
thumbnail
they're-
is
we know that they're
the
strong.
best thing
Sans
I've
and
ever
Few,
seen
the
in
veterans,
Bitter.
both coming from a hyper carry stance, getting into the support role. I think that's great. And then you have your explainers.
What a great
Keyboy is
streamer,
there,
thank you.
Rising Star
What you
Open.
think
This
about the
is a
thumbnail,
match
chat?
match made in heaven, man.
Look,
I
we can
think
talk
that's
about
my
this
best creation so
forever,
far.
But without further ado, I'm sure the crowd is excited from all over the world, not just us
When's
here
this shit finna
live,
start, by the way?
but more so everybody else
Did that start
watching
too
from
early?
the stream. With that being
Oh, you
said,
got
from them. We don't want. We're here just. And let's throw it.
Thanks for
to our
streaming at
casters.
midnight. I was running out of things to do.
Alright, bro.
A battle of
All right,
greatness
brother.
is about to erupt here in Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Did you sleep?
And we are
Nope.
waiting for this matchup to unfold. Again, on desk here. What is up, guys? I'm Naisu. This is Mirko Trex. How we guys
Onic or
doing?
Bren?
We're doing great. We're doing better than great. After
I
that
can't
first
choose,
series,
chat.
going
I'm asking you
3-0, it can only mean one thing. It can only mean that we're gonna get a banger of a series here.
Definitely going to get a banger of a series.
I can't
hopefully,
choose.
Right?
I think it's
Hopefully it goes that
50-50.
whole way. The
I want
epitome
Bren to win, though.
may-
Close.
Greatness. It's epitome,
I prefer
right?
It's epitome.
Bren.
Just making sure. Just making
All
sure.
right, we've cleared that up now before we talk about the matchup
Yeah,
some
but-
more. Of course, we have to thank our sponsors. M5 is powered by Moonton. It's presented by Kadia.
I hope I get
supported
20,000
by ROG,
viewers,
the
bro.
official gaming phone. Grab the official Super App partner, and Secret Lab, our official chair partner. Thank you to our lovely
What
sponsors.
time?
M5 would not
It's
be possible
2 a.m.,
without you
man.
guys.
Special shout out as well to our
It's 2
global
a.m.
presenting partner, Kadia. Kadia is a giga project, a city that is being built in Saudi Arabia, and it is the future capital of entertainment, sports, and culture.
And that every big city, as some of
Yeah,
the other
still
casters like to
seeing
say, they definitely need some chairs. So don't forget about Secret Lab. Get ahead of the competition and reach Mythic or Mythic Glory with the Secret Lab Titan Evo gaming chair. Outfitted with pro-grade ergonomic features, engineered for maximum performance. Shop match-winning comfort and keep yourself at the top of your game now. I got rid of all my couches in my house. I replaced them all with Secret Lab
You
chairs.
just have Secret, even
Yes.
at the dining table.
Yes,
That's
dining
an
table
intelligent
everywhere,
man.
whole house.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Chat, you guys think I might get
ergonomic, man, at all
20,000
times.
viewers
At all
or
times,
not?
eating dinner, watching
Because
TV, whatever you're
Mr.
doing.
Fly.
Even
Comfort.
casting.
Even casting. Also, maybe while
Mr.
playing,
Fly.
everybody out there, the M5 Pass, it's still going on for you guys to go ahead and join. Unlock the Yuzhong M5
Angelo.
exclusive Dragon Shade skin, the Prime
How long
and
until
Cosmic
this
Dragon
starts, by the
skin
way?
when you buy the M5
How much
Pass.
more they're gonna
Accomplish all
keep
tasks,
yapping?
hit level 75 for free. There are a ton of exclusive M5 rewards waiting for you guys. So get yours now. Don't forget to gift it to your friends as well.
I don't know usually.
everybody's been waiting
I
for this
tried to
moment.
react last time and I got like 40 viewers, but 30 views.
They're pretty ready, right? They're pretty hyped up. They're pretty ready. And by the way, you heard Wolf's prediction.
Yo,
He was
you
tied up
don't
over
know
there,
that
right? He was
Connected
between 1 and 3
Blacklist
points.
is looking
We got the
strong,
players, right?
bro.
But before we
You
welcome the
don't
players
know
out to the
that,
stage,
my bro.
we of course have to welcome the men behind it all, keeping things fair.
Anything
And
could
we have the
happen right
marshals.
now.
Now to officiate the M5 World Championship, we have our marshals making their way onto the stage. They're here to ensure the integrity and fairness of play. We have Rain,
Yapping
Wilbur,
section,
June,
top.
and Ivan.
All that
Thank
yapping.
you guys so much.
Está abusando,
for your hard
¿sabes? Tú no
work
ves la
throughout this
maldita hora.
entire thing.
Las
And
2 de la
now,
mañana.
let's get
Abusador.
ready. The champions of Indonesia soar back to the World Championship stage to inch closer to fulfilling the Golden Road. Everybody bow before the Sky King's
My God,
presence.
my idols
It's
are versing
Onic.
each other.
At MSC, they ascended. They made their arena, their kingdom, and now they descend once again to prove to the world who the best team in the world is.
And across from them, the crowd
Oh,
loves
man.
it, looking to put an end to their Golden Road as the Filipino champions. They're on a glorious journey of their own. And
Nah,
now
M5's
they
been
seek
crazy, bro.
to
Why the
make
fuck do I got
Sky
13
Kings
viewers, bro?
kneel.
It doesn't make
Hive,
sense.
We can hear you buzz for AP
Like,
Brent.
chat, how does Trex cast gets 30,000 views whenever he
And you're right,
reacts?
nice.
And
The
then there's
crowd
me.
is buzzing right now. And AP Bren might
Warrado.
just be busted.
Guide
Chat,
the teams to victory.
Oh,
the
man.
brains behind it all.
Malish.
The coaches,
It's
the
2
analysts,
a.m.
Ron, we
Yeah,
have
which
Coach
means
Deb, we
it's
have
like
Addy,
2 p.m.
for
in
AP
Asia.
Brent, Coach Ducky,
That's where most
and
of my
Coach
viewers
Bren.
from.
We'll see exactly how they approach this
You're
electric
right,
series
Connected.
ahead of us.
You're right.
And once again, what's at stake
Hello, Track
here,
Pack.
the upper bracket final leading into that first slot for the grand
Llegó la
final
para aprender, sí,
tomorrow.
sabe. En verdad, en verdad.
That's what's here. That's the stakes.
This is massive for both these teams, right? But for AP Brand first, man, you got the home crowd advantage. You have literally the Filipinos chanting,
Tri-Fi, what you
yelling
think
your
about that
names
thumbnail, bro?
out, and they can
12 p.m. in
break
India?
that M series
That's
curse.
what I'm
No,
saying.
You should do it.
What?
No hometown.
That shit went from
has
30
ever
to
won.
13.
You want me to do it?
That should
No
make sense.
hometown has ever won.
All right, well, let's take a look at the roster first.
Like,
here.
chat, I'm
Onic
sorry,
Indonesia, we
but
have
I'm not
CW,
gonna stay
Kyrie,
up
Boots,
if I'm gonna have
Sans,
16
Keyboy.
viewers.
These guys have been
I love you
electrifying
all,
so
but
far.
With this lineup as
It
well,
ain't-
this
it's
is an
not worth
MSC
it.
winning lineup for Onic
Killing myself for
Indonesia.
this.
They have been on a win streak.
Oh,
all
you
throughout.
should know
I
he's
think
streaming
only
too?
losing to AP Bren, actually, funnily enough, in SPS in the group stages, but then they were able to avenge
Why is he
their defeat
streaming?
in
Why
the
isn't he
knockout
in
stages,
M5?
knocking
Baleish.
AP Bren down from the upper bracket finals
Yeah,
to
this
the lower
shit,
bracket.
this shit ain't
Speaking
gonna
of
work.
AP
I
Bren,
can already
we've
see
got
it.
Super Marco, Kyle T,
This shit ain't gonna work.
Flap TZ, Few, and Ogwin. And in my mind, this is one of the
can't
most
do it, bro.
oppressing teams in
This
M5
shit
right
ain't gonna
now.
work.
They strangle all
Turk
of
and
their
Fuad
opponents,
both streaming
put them in
that
the
shit, bro?
chokehold, and send them off to bed. It's just their play style, discipline.
I don't
I
know.
can't just single down on one player because that is
Yeah,
just how
Todd,
they
the
are. It is
other
a
norm
full
is-
team effort.
Don't watch
Man,
him.
again, as we take a look at the team head-to-head here, it's looking even in a way, but you have to point out Onic here. Look at these stats that they've had so far up tier to M5. But I think one thing, too, that you really have to talk about, AP Bren has been a team that has been really focused on solidifying these objective takes, right? Focusing on the Turtles early on, the Lords later on. Teams have a trouble to match up with them, but Onic,
They
look at the
take it them
statistic.
all.
It's
Damn,
nearly
bro.
even there.
Something I want to point out in the previous
Shit.
series, both
I
teams
knew
20,
it, bro.
25 hero
Like,
pool. When we look at these two teams, we're talking 28 and 32
I did not
heroes
expect
that they've
Turk
been
to
playing
stream,
with
bro.
throughout
He's
the
in M5. Why is he
series.
streaming?
Never
I
scared
thought he was gonna be
to
watching
push
on stage.
the limits, but who's going to push it a little bit farther today?
Both will have to push each other. We're gonna have to see, well, it can't go any other way, right? Every single time we see AP Bren match up against Onic, it's almost like when their fate collides, we're bound to see a full game series, a full series, and it's happened many times before. An SPS. Now we're gonna take a look at the talent prediction here.
Speaking of full series, Mirko, what do
3-0, Mirko? What the fuck
Usually
are you
if I say
smoking?
something, then it's wrong. So if I say 3-0, it means 3-2.
Okay. So I noticed,
Okay.
I know this is the
That
trend
makes
now.
sense.
This is your thing, right? You're always the 3-0.
Yeah, because I
never
want
done
to see
anything
full 5 games, bro.
Hey, well,
Most
there's
of them
very,
think Bren
you
is
know,
gonna
flip-floppy
win.
there, but
I
it
think
looks
so
like for
too,
the other
bro. But
talents,
we'll see.
we're gonna have possibly the 5-game series, but of course
Thank
the
you,
teams are the
Lucifer
ones to
Curse.
kind of bring that to fruition here. But 3-2 for me, for AP Bren. Trex, you're going the other side, going with Onic.
They look good this year, man. This is a year that I think a lot of us want to see if they can finally grasp it. They've fallen short for so many years, and personally, I just love a good story like that. Now, the audience prediction
Mostly
on the other hand,
Onic, of
also
course.
on the side of Onic here,
They
all the
have
way
more
down.
fans.
See what the next page has in line.
Yeah, interesting as you
I
look
think
at that.
Bren is
Here we
gonna
go.
win, honestly.
Of course, hey, there's 24% of the Philippines going for Onic here, but still dominated by the rest of the parts of the
3-2
world,
Bren,
leaning
yeah.
towar's Onic.
I think due to
Imagine one of them just
obviously
gets
the history,
sweeps,
the matchups,
and
right?
everybody
When they
thinks
did
it's gonna be a
meet in
best of
SPS,
5.
Onic was able to edge out a victory against AP Bren through their multi-dimensional gameplay. Though AP Bren has grown so much since that SPS loss. We've seen them in the grand finals of MPLP Season 12. We've seen them at ISF as well, popping off with super wild drafts. Heck, even here in the group stages, they brought out the Odette. That you doubted, but that's
Fuck
what
am I
great
looking
teams
at?
do.
Yeah.
They silence the doubters, and they make it work.
And I can't wait to see what they bring to the table this time around. But before that, before we wait for this draft to get going, we want to go ahead and mention once again for all our viewers out there, maybe even some of you here as well, there's TikTok drops happening right now. Watch for 3 minutes.
I got banned on that app, my
They
boy.
changed it. It used to be 5.
Yes.
It's now 3. You can
It's
go
so
ahead and grab
crazy.
yourself a TikTok viewer chest, and if you watch for 5 minutes or more,
Move cam?
you now
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
where
deluxe
should I put
chest.
it?
So we went from 5 to
Mouse
3,
and pics.
20 to 5.
Or you could take the best route.
Like
What's the
right
best
here in
route?
the middle, I
The
guess.
entire
Let,
duration.
I'm
of the
gonna see
stream.
when
And
that
you don't
shit
just get
comes out.
chests, but you get
I'll
our
see.
hearts.
Not only that, but you get
You
to
actually
be
get
the
banned?
epitome of
Yeah.
greatness.
Epitome.
Epitome
month.
of great.
Epitome.
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 Epitomos. One of the two, right?
Epitomos.
We gotta get a dictionary here, man.
That's part of the English broadcast, right? You need a dictionary with you now. Again,
Like, I just
as we
posted
go
a
ahead and get ready for
TikTok
this
shot.
draft, we've already kind of talked about this,
me
especially
see.
the fact that, yeah, both teams at this point,
Can
you
y'all
don't
see
actually.
this? Look at the first comment. Can y'all read this? Nah. Like I posted a
Boys,
little
obviously,
lapo
but the
bit.
passion they have for the game.
Philippine
It doesn't matter in the
server,
end
you'll
that the
be
team
on
got
loose
knocked
streak.
out. Sorry, Lafelle, I had to mention it.
Ha 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 ha.
They want to see the peak
Come to
MLBB on stage, and this is what we
We'll
are
fuck
at.
you
This is
up
where
here.
we're at.
Bro.
Yeah, this is a part of it,
Leave
you
me
know,
alone.
and speaking of peak MLBB, this could be a preview of what's ahead of us, you know, for the most part. If they can, depending where
Tough
things
left.
fall into place, again, waiting for them later on is, of course, Blacklist International after a very strong series himself. I didn't expect the sweep, but hey, we'll see what happens. Now we're going to be loading up into the draft here for game number 1. It's a best-of-5 series between Onic and AP Bren, once again looking for that grand final slot, getting one step closer
One more camera,
to their
that shit
goal
costs
here.
100 beans, bro.
We'll see how they want to pace this draft. You can already see the fairness
Through
being
Magic
taken out,
Desz,
but
it
where
really
they fall
do be
here.
like that.
Once again, with the draft, the bans, Minotaur, Kaja, Valentina, heroes that are constantly
I am
picked up
going
or
here.
banned out. This is the right course, though. Again, game 1 here, Onic on the blue, AP Bren on the red.
Something really interesting about this, though, just to start
Coach
off,
Yeb.
the Fermis during group stage wasn't
Why
the
they got
most
mask
popular
and
band.
shit,
It was
bro?
sitting at like
COVID hit?
number 9 slot and most picked in band. And
You got banned
over
for
the
the
past
last one?
knockout
No.
stage, it has shot up.
Because
even more
they don't
picked in
think I'm
band than the
18 years
Matilda
old.
right now.
But I sent
It
my
has just
ID, I sent
become
everything.
a pick
I just gotta
so
wait
important to
till I hear
so
back.
many teams. And then another interesting band on the side, AP Bren, something that we're not seeing a whole lot of teams do is banning out
Minotaur,
Kaja,
Framis,
showing that
1-1.
maybe they want to try something a little different, want to maybe try something a little more fast-moving, maybe some, you know, something with high
Minotaur.
potential, something like the
Interesting.
Joy that is open right now, something like the Nolan that is open right now. Both teams leaving so many.
That's not a bad ban, actually.
That
Mino's
Trinity
fucking
kind
crazy.
of open right now from the jungle side.
Okay. Those being open, you know, if that is not a Joy ban, are we expecting
COVID really
the
bad
Joy or
in
maybe
peace?
even the Bruno?
It's interesting not to see assassin bans against Kyrie, right? That's been the main way of attack for a lot of the teams.
Nah,
The main
assassins
angle
aren't
to
really
attack
meta, bro.
is Kyrie. It seems like for AP Bren, they've decided to go.
There's
a
only
different
like
route
4
here.
playable
I like the Bruno
assassins.
man coming through here
Which
to
is
get CW
Nolan,
off of
Fanny,
a pick that he's been phenomenal.
Joy,
Heck, I feel like CW this tournament has just been phenomenal.
Lancelot.
He has been
That's
the
it.
highlight for me.
Maybe
in the
higher,
knockout
but
stages
it's like-
alongside Mr.
We
Marcos.
could deal with it.
All right, so
Oh, but someone else is open.
Yeb's gonna pick up the Nolan. So I'm wondering, like,
Nolan's
does Ducky
first
have a
pick
plan here,
on
right?
the
Like,
Kyrie.
what is
Phobius isn't banned out.
plan? The Phobius is open.
First pick, are we seeing that? Like on further side of AP
Yeah,
Bren?
Phobius is crazy.
I don't think so. I think last
I think
pick
so.
in the first
I think
phase.
you want to get the
Mino
Bruno.
counter
You
tip
want to get
and
something
Kufa.
very strong.
Mino
up
just
front,
counters
something powerful, 'cause
engaged
if you're giving
tanks.
up the Nolan and the Bruno, that is a huge problem. So Bruno, Gwyn.
Gwen, okay.
I think it's a good plan. They already locked in the Gwyn, but no.
Matilda.
Go
Matilda,
That's open
yeah.
as well. You know, you can at least provide some of the mobility, the utility that Matilda brings. We've seen a lot of playmaking happen from other teams as well. You know, just utilizing this hero, and we know it's banned quite a bit, honestly. So 2 heroes now that kind of slipped through the cracks so far for this first phase.
I love, and I'm wondering, you know, Ducky coming into this game, it's like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to leave a lot of things open and see how things go. This is a great game to kind of test the boundaries, test the waters, come into game 1, and both coaches love to do this. We saw it from Coach Yeb, letting the Benedetta, letting Kyrie play the Benedetta. It's a great time to test
Oh, we're
things
trying
out,
Nolan
but
attack?
giving
Hell
up the
no, man.
Nolan and the Bruno, saw it from Coach Yeb, letting the Benedetta, letting Kyrie play the Benedetta. It's a great time to test things out,
Wait, did I go
but
back?
giving up the Nolan and the Bruno is pretty huge here.
Yeah,
On the
Bruno's
side of Brent, we have
crazy,
some great divers,
man.
we have some great engagers with the Gwyn and the Matilda.
They
We've
did
seen
get
some of those
Matilda
heroes fall
Gwyn,
forward.
though.
We're gonna pick up the Rizla.
For
We have a little bit
Riz?
of some information. Sky's the
Alright.
limit.
Wow, Onic has the highest goal lead difference against opponents with an average of 8,245
An
per game.
average.
That's crazy.
An average.
An average of 8,245.
If there's a rich guy, there's got to be a rich team, right?
So far, Onic are the rich team of the tournament, but AP Bren are definitely looking to take that
What's that
away.
yapping?
See the emphasis, huge
Can
emphasis.
you guys
around
hear me, by the way? Is the
control.
audio? Should I
Matilda
lower
as
this a
well.
little?
They want to get in and get out as fast as possible.
Maybe
to
not
secure
that
neutral
much.
objectives, and when Onic goes for more damage
The
output,
stream audio is
AP
good,
Bren
though, right?
goes for more maneuverability.
Thank
Thing is
you,
about
Embedded. I am.
Onic's comp
I
here,
really
aside
am.
from Bruno, is it's dodgeable, right? The Nolan and the Terizla, both
Es
these
que Bruno
heroes
está
dodge
demasiado
away, most of
roto,
the
bro.
damage will actually be
Oh, the
negated
Phobius.
for AP Bren.
Nice.
This is the pick that we
I
already
like that.
spoke about. It
I
is
like
bound
that.
to be picked up
Is it good?
when the
Alright.
Nolan is left open and the Phobius is
I like
left
the
open.
fold.
So that leaves the question right here, Trex, is
I like
you
that.
kind of know, all right, we picked Nolan. We're probably going to have to give up this Phobius. We didn't ban it out. It's going to be taken.
With
So if
Jimmy
you're on it, how
Roden,
do you
Bren,
build
Bren,
around
Bren,
this
Bren.
to go
I've
ahead
decided
and
myself
kinda
today.
go
I'm rooting for
against
Bren.
a counter already
Weird,
against the Nolan.
I mean, you have a few options, right? You could go for the old, like, overload strategy. You can go for something that maybe heals you up a bit, go for maybe the more sustainable roamer, something like the Raph, or you go for something, I think the Diggy could fit here a little bit against the Gwen, against the Matilda. If AP Bren wants to even huddle down more onto CC, it could be an answer, but it's definitely something that could get slotted last here. On the side of Onic though, I think anytime going against Phoveus, another good idea is just try to muscle down on it in the early game. Try to slow down Phoveus as much as possible, because if he has
Bren has better draft. So far, yeah, I agree. They do.
Game comparative to the rest of the heroes.
I saw Brody ban.
Brody's going to be taken out. A hero that is
Ultra ban.
traditionally the matchup against the Bruno, right? This time around, it's taken out. We know how the statistic played out up to this
Ultra's not a
point.
bad ban.
So that might go ahead and just be like, hey, Onic, we're okay. Letting Super Marco possibly just play the Claude again. You know, go into that matchup.
I think they should ban
Catch.
Catch. Oh, Catch is already banned. I'm bugging.
Do they want to put Sans again on this Novaria pick that has worked for him so well through the course of, you know,
Ogun is crazy, bro.
But real quick, too, looking at
Nah,
the
both
Matilda
teams have
comparison between
star
Boy
players
and Ogwin,
all around, bro.
How's this looking, Trex?
I mean,
All
right now,
of these
Ogun with the
10 players,
80%
bro, like,
win rate
they're probably
on
the
Matilda
best
on the side
at their
of Onic,
fucking
T-Boy
role.
with a 66.7.
It's crazy how
But
good they are.
honestly, Onic hasn't been favoring the Matilda as much as a lot of other teams. Overall, KD Ogwin sitting at #1. I mean, it's a tough call to make.
It's interesting,
Claude
too,
ban?
because I'm not sure where he lies now in terms of KDA. But remember where
And
Ogwin
Kadira.
was sitting. He was at the top, right? Number one. I think it was an 8.8 back before we got to phase knockouts 2 here. So really,
Because
that
with
kind of
Gwen, Bruno
that Matilda
requires
comparison alone
Purify,
kind
that
of,
means you
you know,
can run
lines
from
up with that. Now,
Matilda
once again, the
Phoveus.
Claude was banned out. What does this leave Super Marco?
I think he's gonna.
against the Bruno match?
Well, I don't know.
Only
You're
hero I
right.
can
You're
think
right
about
on
right
that,
now has
coach.
to be,
Thank you,
Carry
coach.
and the
You're right.
Matrix, right? Those two heroes are still up for grabs. The Khalid gets chosen first. They know.
Think
that,
it's GG already?
Ixia could be a
Nah,
very
we'll
good
see, bro.
choice as well. With the Matilda, you're right.
Oh, we saw that combination.
Yeah.
Literally,
Nah, AP Bren's draft is crazy. Let's see what Coach Yeps picks here.
Soon, but you can really see for Onic here, it's really strange usually to see a Brody ban when a team
I don't
is already
know,
picked up,
Momo.
right?
Yeah.
I think they know that AP Bren want to go
I
for
think it's a frog.
offense is the best defense
I
kind
think
of
it's a
round. They want
frog
to dive
boy.
in, and when they do dive in like that, penalty zones will be used in a defensive manner, and that's when the Brody can actually free hit. So it's actually a good read, in my opinion, by Onic.
they banned
to
3
ban out the
Martins.
Brody, ban out the Claude as well, take any sort of maneuverability away from their
Super
goal lane.
Marco.
Like this pickup, Lilia gets locked in. Another hero that has been making waves up to this point. Just how much damage you can do. It's nearly up there with Novaria and Valentina.
Tigreal.
The Tigreal
Ooh.
to cap it off here.
Tigreal
from Onic's
Lilia.
lineup.
Nah, Onic
So
draft
they
is
have a few
good,
answers
bro.
with the Tigreal, right?
That
They're
is
able to
good.
possibly mess up the Khalid here during those sand guards, during those clinch moments. Another thing, a great way to stop Phoveus is to lock him down for
Ixia.
enough time that he doesn't even have time to pop the demonic force.
You gotta
And the
sleep.
amount of
I don't know,
damage
bro.
that
I
Onic
kind
is
of
bringing to
wanted
this game,
500 viewers,
anyone
but
that
I got
gets caught in
30.
that implosion
But we'll see.
could easily be taken out. They have huge damage from Nolan, huge damage from Lilia.
What was I
huge
gonna
crit
say,
damage
bro? I
from the
forgot.
Bruno. This is an aggressive
Ixia, no sé, loco.
composition right here. Will it scale?
No sé
though?
si
Like,
sería
yes,
lo
it
mejor con esa
scales, but
composición.
Is it too all or nothing?
It's a good question, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
Clint.
whoa. This was a pickup that, you know, our old good buddy Renmar was hoping for yesterday.
All right.
It's going to be high noon here, right? Clint
Yeehaw.
locked in, yeehaw.
Thank you, Ambity.
Super Marco, this is a hero that he loves to pick up. We saw
Yeah.
this even
I
back
mean,
in
they
the
ban
ESF.
most
It was
Martins, bro.
played
There's not
with
that
the
many
Claude a lot
options.
of
What do you
times,
have to pick?
It was either those, and they kind of cornered him into this pocket. He
Clint
gives
is
it
not
up
bad.
now in
Clint
this
is not bad.
first game.
Even in SBS, right, we did see the clinch start to be very popular amongst, for sure, Mr. Marco. Me and Leo even gave him the nickname Sheriff Marco whenever he's on the clinch. So, Sheriff Marco's in town.
Let's go.
Marco's in
Game
town.
1.
So I think
Had a watch
honestly,
party?
it's a great pick. I mean, it's an
Is it
okay
better
pick.
than
The
reaction?
AC is decent,
I could.
but what it can do is it can kind of kite back with that second skill. If the Nolan's coming after him, it does have some abilities of that. The heroes that are trying to dive onto it, to where Ixia does
Watchparty,
not have that. So
yes.
maybe that's going through the mind.
Going through the mind or not, we're going to be loading up into the land of Dawn. Once again, game number 1 here, the upper bracket
Where am I
final.
going, bro?
The team to start the
Where I
lead
put
here
this shit?
will have
Check.
the momentum. It's Onic versus AP Bren.
Right here.
As we take a look at these early rotations
Right
here,
here's
Kyrie
fine.
going to be on the Nolan, who
a
has been
small-
constantly banned out. And when it's been locked in, teams have had to come up with an answer against it. Does
Yeah, right
AP
there.
Bren have that answer?
They might. There's no other
Bottom
reason you would
left,
actually
yep.
leave the Nolan open unless you
Alright,
already
Bieber.
have some countermeasures against
Enjoy,
it.
my boy.
Especially when you're up against Kyrie. Keyboy, very
Stroking
early on,
my
getting
shit
shot
right now.
down already by AP
Stroking my shit
Bren.
right now.
And this is what Onic will have to
You're
deal with
both
the
mental
entire
patients.
day. Every time AP Bren gets a small win, you can hear a big, big reaction from the crowd.
All right, taking a look at some of the emblems. Does look like San's gonna go for a little bit more utility there, get some movement speed, get some cooldown, but Boost
Kyle's gonna get the
building
river
pretty
crap.
aggressively, building sustainably, going for some spell vamp there. Could be the answer. So
Not so
far,
crazy
we've seen
yet.
Khalid with so much damage, and we've seen
Matilda's
Khalid
bot. I
actually
think
win
that's
out
mad
on
interesting, bro.
top of the
Matilda's bot
Drizzler
lane.
recently. It does become a little bit of a skill
I
matchup.
think.
But Flap TZ
Oh,
with the
what?
movement speed
Alright.
doesn't have to pick up the boots here. And he can
Maybe he was
still
trying to
probably
embarrass?
outspeed boots here. So definitely going to be interesting
I
to
didn't
wait
pay
this
attention.
EXP lane pans out overall.
Trying to
Excited to see
embed.
how it works.
Understandable.
And
Close
hold
them
up.
against
So
one.
wait, it
Maybe
is- we
on the
completely
10K
looked over
shit,
this.
bro.
It is mid lane Phobius.
Yeah.
Bro,
again,
Phobius
when that
is
Khalid was
mid
locked
lane,
in,
bro.
We didn't really point it out, but I think a lot of people at this point, they're so used to few just being like, all right, I'm going to throw a Frederick in the main lane. Hey, I might throw the Phobius there, and they make it work usually, right? That's one thing, again, when we talked about both these teams, the capability to go ahead and just channel that hero pool, bring something surprising out, or make it work is what gives them that advantage in a lot of these matches. And again,
Yo digo que
this
Bren gana,
is what
loco.
Bren loves to do. Go ahead and focus on these objectives.
Penalty zone onto the back view. Now the
Verdad.
force ready. Caltizi.
Ooh.
Easy sandstorm from Flop TZ as well.
Wow,
To
bro.
claim
It's
first blood
over.
and a double kill
I'm
to
sorry,
start
it's
things
over.
off In game number 1.
What a
So
what a
before
clean
the
ass
point that I'm
ult
about to
from
give was
fucking
already
Khalid, bro.
shown,
It's
having
over.
the Phobius in the mid lane, especially against the Nolan,
over.
overall just feels like such a smarter
Onic for life.
choice than putting it into the XP because you get to just follow the Nolan around.
It's not
You
like
get
I
to
love
always be
PS,
there
but I
in
like
these
Bren as a
fights.
team.
You get to rotate.
And I think they
So
will
I think
win.
it is such a smart maneuver to stick this on to few.
Flap TZ.
Sometimes it's more of a, oh, we just have to put it there. But I think honestly, this was the plan from the start.
Interesting fact here as well. Guinevere and Matilda combination. It's been picked 6 times, but the win rate for M5 is 83%. That is a strong duo, if you will, between the heroes, right? The way they interact. Look at this already, the
Brent?
aggression from Ogwin.
I mean, it's essentially
Meat.
a guaranteed knock-up for the Guinevere. You hit the Circling Eagle, Guinevere just travels around with you. Let's say you knock 2 up. All Guinevere has to do is pop the Violent Requiem, and you don't even have to land your Spatial Migration or anything like that. So definitely works out well. And then all of it just pairs so well. The whole
Kyrie
mid
moves
lane
that shit.
of AP Bren just
Oh, he's gonna
complements each
embed
other
blue.
perfectly right now.
Again, that's
He
one of the
was there,
strengths
though.
there as well. Have the Nolan, you have the fracture, it can help you get out of some of those
he
landing
can't
and
embed
spatial
that.
migrations. but
Really?
Still the pressure.
Requiem into the spatial migration into the demonic force.
Caltizi.
That's an implosion by Keyboy.
Why are you so good, bro?
A demonic
Why are you so
force
good?
Again for the side of AP Bren to find a kill. Sound's not gonna be caught.
He
In
kills.
another
Nah, no way.
spatial
Yeah,
migration.
sure.
They're styling on Onic in the 4th minute of the game.
They're
stealing
so
the purple
aggressive,
buff
bro.
away.
They
Not
don't
only
care.
are they styling,
They're
but
so
this is
aggressive.
the AP Bren you do not see all
Stop
the time.
grazing, little bro.
Normally
They don't even
take
know
it
you.
slow.
Oh,
Normally they strangle them, but right now they are slamming into Onic at full force.
The 2.3K
Like, I
lead,
expect
they've
to see
guarded
normal
themselves down.
comments
second
about the
turtle here.
match,
Onic, though,
about your
despite all
favorite
that,
team, and that's
still
what
gonna
I
go ahead
read,
and
bro.
focus on this,
Stop
but
glazing,
AP
little
Bren
bro. They
making
don't
their way
even
for
know
the
you.
fight.
Oh,
Risky
God.
move. Flap TZ poking boots down right now.
Then I'm on
Someone
26
flies by
viewers.
Keyboy. Knocks
Welcome
him over
to
the
my
circle.
life.
Eagle Sands is looking for an angle. Caltizi on the turtle. Penalty zone coming down as well. That's going to be Kyrie. Who's
Kyrie
the
gets
turtle,
it.
but a Violent Requiem. Spatial migration. The raging sandstorm
Kid
knocks
was
2 up,
fucking dead.
and it's
Boots
a
is dead.
2-kill
Khalid
trade
is fed
for
as
the
shit.
neutral objective.
Caltiz is fed.
Was it worth it?
He's just gonna keep invading him.
Probably not. But he got the turtle. Kyrie is having to put
This shit
in
looks like
extra
it's
work to
over,
just
bro.
get these
But we know
objectives
Onic's good at
even
making
close,
comebacks,
But
so
every
we'll see.
time AP Bren has an answer.
AP Bren is everywhere right now, all at once.
Like him.
And like I said before, you don't see him
Of
play
course
like
I'm
this
gonna
very
be
often,
happy.
but I think that was part of the plan. Let's catch Onic off guard. Let's come in like no other team is going.
The fuck? Alright.
up against Onic. Like most teams come into the game a little bit worried. They want to take it slow. But AP Bren knows their strong points. They know they have the ability to bully any team in the bracket. And Onic, for the first time in a while, is feeling that pressure.
Again, as they put the pressure in the jungle. AP Bren wants to work around
Tiz
this
is
lead real
one
quick.
K
Items,
above
how's it looking
Kyrie.
here, Trex?
So far, the main thing I want to point out is into this gold lane. Neither of them oh, wait a second.
Okay.
Another penalty zone into an
Keyboy?
implosion right now. Comboed in together with a guiding wind. They're able to get out. But
Go Tizzy, he's alive. What the fuck?
Getting one final
Kyrie's,
shot to the ball.
yeah, Kyrie's dead.
Kyrie dashing away. But
My God.
Blue
Bro,
is
they're
able to
getting it's 0-9 right now, Chuck. They're getting demolished.
9-0.
I did say I support Bren, but it's not over yet. It's not. But damn, 9-0 is crazy, bro. It's been 6 minutes.
And Onic is having trouble keeping up. Back
They're
to the
getting run
items
down.
now.
They're getting
Kyle
smoked.
Teasy is on fire.
Kyle
4,300
Teasy.
gold. He's got almost a full 2K gold leader, a 1.5K gold lead over Kyrie right now. Kyrie has only gotten in the 100
Thank you, Joe.
On the side of Kyle Teasy, we've got the Dreadnought.
Mama the
We've got the
donkey.
Molten Core getting started. I mean, it is becoming a problem.
So let's think about it.
I don't
here
know,
once again,
Master.
given the
That's not
fact
part
that
of the
AP
script.
Bren heavily in the lead right now. Most likely, we'll be able to just secure this turtle as well.
They're
The
getting
third one of the
smoked
game,
right now,
it's better
Chuck.
for Onic just to wait, buy time,
That's TC.
get to a point
I wanted
where
to
you
change
are
my name to
online.
that, but
Kyrie has struggled for the majority of
it's a
this.
little bit
Sands
cringe.
needs a couple items as well in the
When you're
Slilia
not-
to
when
help
you're not
help out
these
the
people.
damage. And with that, the next turtle's
If you're not
taken
the
here
original,
for
it's
AP
cringe.
Bren. And they go right for the purple buff, but Kyrie does not get it this time. Kyle.
What do I hear in CS?
He's
You
feeling
do?
the CW now. In that goal, gonna be dove on. He doesn't
Yeah,
even
bro. Thank you for telling me.
Super Marco who gets him down with the quick draw.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, partner.
And he just locked in the Berserker's Fury for Super Marco.
CW done.
He's going to be unloading. He hasn't even come
10-0,
into the
bro.
equation yet. Onic, on the other hand. Oh, wait a second.
Going again.
How
Migration to the
Teasy
Requiem into
flop.
the Sandstorm. The
What the
wombo
fuck?
combo once again under the tier 1 to catch Keyboy for the
From what I
fourth time in
see
this
here,
game.
it looks like Bren
11-0.
already won in 5, bro.
AP Bren are slaughtering Onic.
And Flap
It looks
TZ
like
just
Bren
got
won
in
in
the Blade of
5.
Despair as well. A lot of time he won't build that up front, but when you have this
I'm
much
not
of a
trying to,
lead,
like,
you are
glaze
just going
or
to hammer
anything,
that
Chad,
item
but-
in. And now
Goddamn.
that is going to put them even more ahead. That double combo
They're
that they've been
getting
winning every
smoked.
time,
Smoking
the
Onic
Violent
like
Requiem
this?
onto one or two
Like
members,
smoking
Flap
Onic
TZ
like
comes
this?
in
That's
with a
not
Raging
normal.
Sandstorm. How
That's
does
not
Onic
okay.
even compete with that? Using Keyboy right now on the Tigreal, I'm wondering whether that was a good pick.
Watching a
I was wondering
ranking?
if they should go for something a bit more
Well,
supportive. They went
damn.
for the aggressive take-reel. But the thing is how can Keyboy catch any of them? The movement is everywhere, from the spatial
I don't like
migration,
Nolan
the
first
guiding
pick, bro.
wind, all of the
The phobias
above.
always fucks
It
them up.
just seems like a very tough game for Onic.
Tough game as well for Kyrie as in terms of the jungle. Resources go. Flap easy though. Look at the damage, but Boots gonna fight back. Okay, both ultimates used. Once again, Kyle.
Spatial migration, the fracture.
Kyrie's dead, bro. Holy shit.
Everything else.
Thumbs up.
Ogwen's perfect circling eagle into Kyle Teasy's Requiem.
Sans.
Again, difficult game here for Kyrie and everyone.
0-12,
for Onic.
bro.
The layering of ultimates is just
0-12.
on point from AP Bren right now. Lord gonna be up, and they have all control
Desz
right now in this
TZ.
game in the 9th minute, as this first Lord will go to AP Bren undecisively.
AP Bren, 8.8 gold
They're at the average, bro.
They're at the
Onyx.
average. They're at Onic. They're passing Onic's average right now. I don't think Onic was prepared for this type of aggression in game number 1. I think they completely got caught off guard. Onic right now
Wow,
in complete
Tassing
shambles
in
of
them.
game 1.
Look at
I
that.
know it's a long series.
Look at that.
But Kyle Teasy feels
Wow.
good.
He's
Kyle
feeling
Teasy's
himself,
feeling
Chuck.
good,
My
as
idol.
he should. Alongside once again
Lulu
the
Mil
10,000
sin
gold
skin.
lead
Ja,
now.
age.
We have to say that we have seen things turn around before, given 10,000 gold leads.
Total
but
heal.
at this point, it just looks like Onic doesn't have the potential to find the setups they're looking for, even with a Tigreal combo. The Wombo combo is not there for them because the damage is just not online yet. Even CW, it's taken him so long at this point to get to where he needs to be on the Bruno. But now they have to deal with the Lord topside and AP Bren knocking on the base.
Can please
of
carry me
Onic
to mythical
as they
glory, my
approach into
auntie.
it.
Shin
Looking for
hospital
a
for
siege
my
with the
dog's
first
dead.
Lord of the game up top. Boots holding it
yeah,
down right now. The
really.
Circling Eagle does come through for the side of Ogwen. Knocks Boots up just a bit. Counts easy, pushing some damage as well. Kyrie
The
with a
fuck did I
fracture.
just read,
Not with a fracture,
bastard?
just with a passive alone.
Bastard,
Takes the Lord
it's
down.
almost
Still
3
value for
a.m.
AP Bren, but Keyboy spot out.
What the
Flapteasy with
fuck
few
did I just
slaps.
read? 11k gold lead,
Shove
did I?
back for the rest of the team, but that's a flicker burnt
I mean,
out by
it's 10k
Keyboy.
now, but
That's even more value
10k
for the
over
Bees.
Brent,
A
over
good play by
Onic, bro?
Keyboy there. The average roamer
That's
may have
gotta
panicked,
be
hit the
illegal.
implosion. He
They still
knew,
haven't gotten a
I just
kill.
gotta get out of here.
11
If I hit
minutes.
the implosion and try to force my team out when we're at
It's
a 10k
Onic,
goal deficit
chat.
against AP Bren,
It's Onic.
just not a smart play. Taking a look at the items right now, Super Marco getting decked out. Looks like he's going to be working in
Puede que
the
pase,
OT
Sam,
next.
pero es muy raro.
Once he gets out, then it's a lot of trouble.
Caltisi goes in,
All the way, Caltisi able to
boots.
knock up one.
Good
Ogwen
slow as
doing
shit.
a little bit of
Nah, they had no minions. That was a
capitalization,
good
but
jump, but they had no
Onic were
minions.
still able to fend off of this defense. AP Bren falling back, playing it disciplined. They are calm. 12-0, 10,000 goal lead. That's big bounties on the board if they
Good
lose their
incredible
lives.
performance
Yeah,
by
they
Brand,
gotta
putting
keep
them
it
in
together,
their
right?
place.
Take the discipline route. Now the one
Crazy
thing, too,
thing
that has
is,
been
bro, it's
pointed out
Onic.
about
It's
AP
goddamn
Bren
Onic, my
in
boy.
M5 specifically.
He
is the
doesn't
chance
make
that sometimes
change.
they do let these leads kind of slip out of hand.
I
a
thought
little
it was
bit,
gonna be
right?
more
But for the
50-50.
most
I
part,
know
they're
this
able
is
to keep
game
things
one, but
under
damn.
control. Now this time, Onic looking to
Was it
punish
really
a
draft?
mistake from
I
AP
mean,
Bren.
Brand's draft is
Where
crazy.
could that mistake be when
But I thought
constantly
Onic
it's
draft was
AP
good
Bren
too.
on the aggressor?
We do have
I
to say,
don't
if there's any
understand.
team that could
Bren
come
just
back
played
onto
better.
AP Bren from a 10k goal deficit, if I had to choose one, I would definitely say Onic. They do have some scaling efforts here with the Lilia. We know how much damage Sans can do or Lilia can
Playing
do
hella
if this
disciplined.
game creeps on. Same thing with the Bruno. They have set potential with Keyboy. But that is a long road ahead. They're going to have to defend this now. They do have
11K
Kyrie. If Kyrie
ahead,
can
bro.
go for some sort of...
Wait, didn't they say earlier that the biggest goal lead
before,
in M5 was like
he can buy time, but he
8.2k?
has to do
Did they
that on
just
a
break that?
solo mission, and that is a solo death mission.
They
at
broke the
that,
record
but
against
it would be
Onic.
worth it as long
If
as
I'm
the other
not
four
wrong.
members stay up. If he goes down for a
Yeah,
Lord
they-
steal,
they-
it could be fair.
Brand draft
Given
is
the
so
fact
good, bro.
that this is going to be another Lord here for AP Bren, uncontested, no entry points, no angles for Onic to go, but itemization-wise, they're getting to the point, right? 13 minutes in, they were
12-0, 12K goal lead
they're
almost
picking up
against
some key
Onic.
items that could help them in the team fight. 2 Malefic Roars now
How, bro?
for them, the Divine Glaive as well for
Goddamn.
Sans. That's going to be something he
You have
needs as
block
well to
chat and
help
quick chat,
with the team
okay.
fight. But again, when you're dealing with nearly what's across
I don't
from you
think they end
economy-wise,
here because they have
item-wise,
Lilia.
it's going to be tough to turn these fights
They're
around.
gonna get hit in
so they
his
have a
zone.
little bit longer. Lord going up on the top side.
You look at the gold lead between the gold lane, jungle, and mid, you're like, okay, it's not that bad. And then you see a 4,000 gold lead between the XP laners. Flapteasy said in the interview, he's going to sweep Onic, and right now,
He's gonna
feeling
sweep
that
Onic?
confidence.
To really put it into perspective,
like that
it takes
energy.
about 62k gold to have everybody
Onic
maxed
versus
out.
Black,
Onic is
please.
halfway there, and we're 14
Nah,
minutes in.
stop
And the Lord
it,
just
chat.
came crashing down, taking one turret
You don't know
down.
what's gonna happen
Sounds
next
gonna be
game.
engaged. Onic, good
But
black
this
shoes.
game specifically,
That's a
it looks
spatial
like
migration in the Violet Requiem. Baited out
It's over.
from AP Brett. Kyrie dealing some damage with the help of
Remember
CW
the
to
move?
clear out that enhanced Lord in the 14th minute of the game.
Never stop
Clear the defend
me.
in the mid lane. Raging Sandstorm coming down.
Flapteasy
CW.
goes in,
Oh,
looks fucking
penalties on
nobody,
Flapteasy.
flickers out.
Kyrie jumps through the fracture as well, but spatial migration dodged away from Keyboy.
Keyboy
Back,
ulting
no
2 of
implosion
them,
just
completely
yet. He already
getting his
used it
back blown.
initially, and it's not enough CC to lock any of the AP Brent members down.
Hey, that held it
Nobody
together.
died
Onic
from
stays in
that.
the game
That's
a little
crazy.
bit longer.
The way that they juggled that as well, back and forth, didn't lose a single member, honestly, is a miracle in a sense. Onic able to kind of juggle all of that damage, use the skills correctly, and nobody went down. And this is at a 12,000 goal.
Flapteasy gets pulled.
Over Raging Sandstorm though, not going to be able to
He has
catch it,
him,
but he
although.
boots in the back line, finds the
One
penalty
HP,
zone.
or you have
members
Matilda.
almost turning it around, bring it back.
So that
Marco,
shouldn't
grenade
matter.
bombardment to poke them down. One more shot might take CW out, and he dashes out of it, slides out of the range.
Still AP Bren You're seeing it happen, right? The further the
What
game
time is
goes,
it? 2:42
they gotta
a.m., my
respect
boy.
this damage now from Onic a little bit more, right? We talked about the key items being picked up, the Malefic Roars, the Divine Glaives, allowing some of this penetration to go through now. It's happening here, but still there's quite a
Penetration is going
disparity
through.
amongst the lanes here, the roles.
Right through Onic,
All
bro.
right, so
God
taking a
damn.
look back at these items, CW still trying to bide a bit of time, but he's got the Malefic Roar in now. So he's got 3 items in. He's able to actually punch a nice bit of damage. We saw how fast.
I
he
still
could
don't
melt out
understand the
Lord.
people that say
Honestly, at
Kyrie
this
is
point,
cool, bro.
AP Bren was testing the waters in a sense of, can we
Like,
end the
yeah,
game without
Kyrie's
a
a
Lord here? Can we
fucking,
do something
probably the
huge here?
best fucking
No,
jungler
I
out
don't
there,
think they
bro.
can at all. They're definitely going to need the Lord.
His
They need to
teammates
wait a little bit.
are
They can't
as
try to force
equally
this. If
good
they
as
do
him,
and they
bro.
get caught in that bottleneck, Onic could
It
catch
just
them off
doesn't
guard.
make sense. If it really was Kyrie esports, he'll be like
Ahead right now, but Super Mario
1v9
again,
right
he
now.
went for the Great
They
Dragon Spear
can't.
here as his final item, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, and so no one in nature,
Teammates
right?
are
That does
crazy,
give
though.
an opportunity to Onic to maybe look for a dive, a flank towards Super Mario.
Ogun's
but
gonna.
for CW,
Ogun or
he actually
Kyle
is
is gonna
building
get
towards that
MVP,
with a nature.
perhaps.
Yeah, that could change the course of some of these fights. He also just picks up the DHS.
Come backable.
Can have that available.
It's Onic.
Keyboy,
They
though.
can always come
Caught
back,
in the
but
circling eagle into the foul.
Keyboy
Red
receiving
Wing.
back shots, gets his back blown
Built
out,
it down,
dies.
taken out. That's
It's
an
over, bro.
unstoppable record for
It's over.
Flapteasy. AP Bren
This
pushing
shit's
their lead even
over.
further, catching Onic once again and picking up this time still an enhanced Lord.
Becoming a little bit of a problem here. Onic still on the back foot, and I'm talking waves coming in from every angle.
It's
They go
over,
off
bro.
another defense. They've got 17 seconds until Keyboy is back up. He was
Hope
very
better
important.
drive
defense.
next game.
Whoa.
Sans
Black
gets
shoes, barely
blown.
in time. Flapteasy able to flick
Ult's
out
out.
with the Sandguard as well, but the demonic force comes
You
down
going in.
onto the base. AP
Chill
Bren
out, bro.
himself with 2
Don't
bases.
throw now.
CW's
Wait for
low,
Lord.
very
Don't
low,
throw.
forced back, still not dead.
Keyboy's
Keyboy
up. He has flicker.
respawning back
With
in time,
ult.
but AP Bren will have an enhanced Lord up top, marching down.
You know, there's something really important we got to point out here. Onic is still yet to get a singular kill.
Yeah.
Kyrie has not found anybody.
I mean,
What
Kyrie
is
can't really
going
do
on
anything
right
against the
now?
enemy
Lord
camp, bro. Like,
encroaching
he
in.
can't do anything.
This is a big one. AP
Or
Bren
Nolan. That's why I don't like the
looking for
Nolan's
an
first pick.
opening.
He got
Getting
countered
that
so hard.
initiation fuel. Getting the shield with a photo as well from the side of Ogwin with a guiding wind. Now Flapteasy going to be poked down by Sans. Moves View. Caught off guard.
View?
Has the winter truncheon. Has the guiding
Holy
wind.
shit.
Gets out. 3 base turrets and AP.
Alright, bro, just
Bren
play
we're outta here.
discipline. First day
They're
waves,
outta here,
next lore, you
and
guys
Onic
in.
still
That's it.
looking for a kill on the board. And
That's
even a
about
turret.
it.
They have no space to work around with right now, but one thing's for sure.
Viewers are going
they're
up a little
fighting.
bit. We got
The
44
base
right
is
now.
fully exposed,
That's not bad.
but
Shout
the
out to
damage
everybody
is
watching.
getting there. Once again, they're working towards it. Kyrie onto his next item as well. But again, how many times? can you let
15K
that happen? How
ahead,
many
bro. I
times
just
can
noticed.
you defend
They're
against
15K
that
ahead of
pushing in
Onic.
now that your base is fully
God
exposed here?
damn.
The goalie has
13-0.
loomed to
Nobody
nearly
has died yet.
16,000
Some way,
now
somehow.
for AP Bren.
0-13 is insane. I know,
LTZ
bro.
still having that immortality will be fine. But once again, it's kind of the waiting game, right? They're going to wait nearly the 1 minute for the Lord unless they can get a pick off.
So it took about 5 minutes for them to move from 30K gold to 44.
They're not
So
freezing.
for them
I
to
think they're
to
trying to
that
get a
point where
pick
the
off.
gold doesn't matter anymore.
they're so
we're
ahead.
talking about at least another 5 or 6 minutes. Can Onic last
They
that
gotta
time?
watch out, though, bro.
To
Keyboard
where
could
then
do
it
some
just comes
crazy
down
shit
to
here with
plays.
the
Then it
tape.
just comes down to the movements on the map.
Ogun?
Eagle coming down.
Kyle
It's
misses
Keyboy knocks
jump.
2 up. It's Kyrie
Nah,
and Boots
reset,
right now.
reset,
They're looking
reset.
for
Chill, chill,
re-engages.
chill.
That's Calteasy.
Just do that low,
Able
bro.
to
That's
steal
it.
away the orange
Do
buff
the low.
from Onic. A retribution used up, but it's
Give me
going to
tip
be
and trick
back
to
on
reach
time
and
for that
know,
Lord.
bro.
Let's go ahead
What
and
am I
think about
supposed
the
to say?
possibility here.
What are the tips and tricks?
Is there a chance that Onic can actually get in position to possibly
Get a
steal
Savage
the
hit
Lord
the
at this
base,
point,
maybe?
right? This is
Damn, Flapteasy's damage is
Faded
crazy
out.
right now.
Flapteasy taken low though.
Wait, look at Kyle, look at Kyle.
Decides to go. Oh! Fighting tackle out.
It's over.
Flapteasy only
It's over.
losing one
GG's.
talent. Sounds to be able to kind
Yo,
of
can
win
they-
now.
can
Kyrie's
they-
waiting in the midst.
Can they end without dying?
With a lot of damage, with a whole lot of CC.
Can they end without dying? No, who the fuck died? Yo, Flapteasy, you fucking... Wow. Wow. Kyle? Nah, bro, nah, chill. No CW, just go Lord. Go Lord.
They're on the board.
Finally a kill on the board. One
Está
for
un poco
one.
exótica, en verdad,
But
pero
honestly, that
I'll
is
give
a
it,
win
okay.
for Onic. A trade at this much of a deficit. 10
You handle
K
him.
more gold
Handle
is
him.
what Onic needs here. But you asked if they could go for the Lord. I think at this point, it is definitely possible because AP Bren has hit their peak in power at this point. Onic is only going to continue to go
Boots,
up as
wow,
they get more
boots.
items in. Everybody's essentially decked out on the side of Bren, and we're already seeing Onic start to contest.
CW's back.
Bro, if Onic wins this, I'm in the stream chat. Why do I feel like? Why do I feel like they're gonna win, bro? Why do I feel like Bren is gonna still lose? It's already late, and the goalie doesn't matter.
They're gonna have to deal with
The only
this
advantage they
wave.
got is
Meanwhile,
towers.
AP Bren gonna keep
Wait,
it forward.
CW has to
Less than half
defend.
health for now. They're gonna send CW back to deal with it.
No, bro.
From the pressure.
They
Onic's
can't.
gonna run
Not without
back.
CW.
Ogwin using the circle eagle, but
Look at Kyrie.
just yet.
Nah,
Kyrie, though.
they
He's
can't
gonna get out
really
as
do
well.
nothing. Too many minions on top.
20 minutes in, CW had to move up top. They had to send him down.
They should have sent Boots, bro.
Maybe switch over to Boots, but they want that engage. They want to try to give Kyrie.
Because as soon as they
space. I
see
get the
Bruno
idea, right?
top,
CW, yes,
I mean,
it's
as soon
their
as they
damage
see
dealer, but I
anybody
don't think they
top,
were
to be
going
honest,
for a
it doesn't
team
matter.
wipeout or anything. They're going,
Too much
let's buy
disadvantages
time,
right
let's
now.
get a moment where we can see everybody.
There's no way
Kyrie
they
can
defend
steal
this,
the
right?
board.
Like,
That
the shot
was
absolutely no
denied.
way.
Taking a look at the items, everybody on the side of AP Bren is decked. Can Onic defend this Mirko?
Not too sure about this, man. I mean, 13,000
Kyrie
goal
Esports
lead
is the
for
only
AP
one with
Bren,
kills.
but like you said, the later the game goes, Onic will make that goal lead.
They have no
irrelevant.
die for Crown.
Kyrie dealing some damage. They're actually holding out the
They
waves.
do have die
Yeah,
for
with
Crown,
that
bro.
too,
What?
Super Marco's
A
gonna pick up the
Rizla
win. The nature
flicker
for this
open.
fight, it comes down
Kyrie.
to this Lord push as both teams poke back and forth.
Winter Truncheon already used up by few. He swapped into immortality right now.
Kyle,
Back to the team right now.
ult on
Fast
tail.
storm. Will be hours away from by Kyrie.
Holy
CW
shit, hold on.
pops
Flap
into
is
the
dead.
nature, able to shot some damage. Kill the base.
Nah, if they tower lock, it's over.
In the back, doing some damage.
Wait,
Mortality's
Onic is
falling,
defending
left and
this
right.
shit, bro.
AP
What?
losing members. Calties with the page by Bren.
Keyboard! No!
An
Onic is ending here, bro. Onic ends. No fucking way, bro. No, bro. No. No.
I've got chills right
No,
now.
bro. They end.
Going on,
It's over. Onic wins.
2 minutes.
Keyboard, bro. What
Are
the
they gonna be able to run
fuck?
this
What just
down, man?
happened?
I said let's
Then the
stream
stream-
what just happened. Take
What
a
just
look at the
happened?
instant
Exactly.
replay
Bro.
presented by Kadia. It just
No,
unfolds here.
Bren.
Masterclass Keyboy
No, Bren is
finds the
losing
explosion
this,
of a
bro.
lifetime.
Oh, bro, why is Onic so good at making comebacks, chat? They always do this. They ended. What the fuck?
What in the world was that? It should not have happened.
Nah, Bren is mad as fuck right now, bro. Bren is mad. Being 15k ahead of Onic and then losing? Oh my god.
14k behind, and Onic comes back and takes game one.
We're talking at 15 minutes. 0
Nah,
kills
bro,
on
they're
the
tight.
board.
They're tight.
How? Nothing. How? It's Onic time.
What even happened, chat?
Wow.
Let me go
I have
back.
nothing to say.
What the fuck happened?
That's no. Kill the Lord.
Bro, what happened? That is sad.
The waves.
Yeah, with that
Okay,
too,
Lorx
Marco's
is
gonna pick up the win
coming.
to nature for
Lord
this
is
fight.
coming.
It comes down to this Lord push as both teams poke back and forth.
Winter Truncheon already
But
used up by
look,
few. He's swapped
like
into
Boots,
immortality right now.
Boost tapped the lore right here, so it couldn't fucking go in.
CW brought back to the team right now. It's a very fast
And then
storm.
Flap tried to go on Bruno.
By Kyrie.
Well, he
CW
can't,
pops
so he
into
just
danger,
fucking
able to shut
dies.
some damage. Kill the base is wide open, but it's gonna be cleared out. Sans.
Wait. Am I tweaking? Why do I think Super Marco could have done something here? He could have tower locked, no?
Wide open, but it's gonna be cleared out. Sans in the back, doing some damage. Mortality's falling left and right.
Maybe I'm tweaking, bro. I think Super Marco could have hit the base.
Bren losing members. Calties with the page by Bren.
Why was he so far from his team? No, this all from Keyboard is crazy.
Calties with the page by Bren.
Oh, yo, look at that combo. His second skill, right? His second skill forward.
Calties with the page by Bren.
Wait, what the fuck? His second skill forward and flicker and ulted instantly. Holy shit. I never see Tiggs doing that. I feel like Quinn did throw. Bro. Bro, how do you lose that, bro? It hurts me. I'm rooting for Bren, chat. I don't mind Onic Bren, but I'm rooting for
Goes
Bren.
by time.
How did they lose that shit?
Where it's like enough oppression, it's time for us to be free.
Nah, I blame Super. People got MVP with 0.55. Nah, bro, that's all it takes. One team fight late game and it's over. Nah, I blame Super Marco. Blame Super Marco. There's no way. Clearly killed Teresa solo and then camp in the back. That's what I told my stream, bro. Like I saw him just standing there doing nothing. You're clean, bro. You have hella range. Just go forward. I think he could have at least tried to hit base, bro. Like at least try to hit the base. Why was he just? He was way too scared, bro.
I think from the drafting phase alone, we could see that there was a huge priority.
You're right, Lucio Chris. Like I had a feeling, bro. I said it, bro. I said, why do I have a feeling like Onic is gonna win this? And they did, bro. Onic late game.
Even after, there's a lot of
nah, that hurts, bro.
If you're gonna be thinking about the lineup of AP Bren, they have 4
oh, shit.
Guinevere, Phoebus, and Khalid, all very good in the early stages of the game.
I mean, they're really hardcore, heavy dive, and the momentum that they
15K ahead of you.
Alone, we're already at
that hurts me, bro.
Significantly.
That hurts.
For Onic, because as soon as those tier 1 started
holy
to fall,
shit.
The neutering began. Yes. Purple buff taken away, and then the initiations coming in from FlapTZ enables them to do whatever they want. And when you think it's over, Ogwen's just gonna pull them away.
If anything, AP Bren just showed us how to jungle choke. They had a wonderful way of doing it. They cleared the waves in the middle, and they
have to be embarrassed. I know.
Purple buff at the most perfect time.
Oh man, I'm embarrassed.
I guess it is one of the.
I thought that shit was over.
Coming out from Onic. But I didn't think that there will be another.
I thought that shit was over.
Especially after AP Bren secures the Lord. Obviously, Few got baited into that spot. Look at T-Boy. Look at that flicker and that dash. You would think that he was targeting CowTZ, but no, he wasn't. He utilized the flicker.
Yo, chat, should I upload this as videos? Maybe it gets views if I upload them as videos, like my reaction and shit.
The genius of it is most people would hope that when you are pushing your opponents away, that's when you're expected to use your inversion. But instead, he just needed to close the distance. He just needs
Who the fuck donated? What the fuck you doing here, Carlo? What the fuck?
Dan that was a sell of the lifetime 777 quintillones 777 mil 777 cuatrillones 777 mil 777 trillones 777 mil 777 billones 777
from Mr. Few, so that he's able to utilize this full views to its
Wait, what did it say?
From the early stages.
Damn, that was a sell of a lifetime 7-7. What the fuck? Yo, Carlo, nah, bro.
Like the way that they drafted it, the way that they
how do you lose that?
Lineup against AP Bren, definitely they can win, but you know,
how?
It's not as easy as that. When we look at the items, Gideon, I want to point out one important itemization I saw from
sound dead? I mean, it's not late, bro.
Even though they lost, I think it's still genius.
Yo, Carlo, thank you, bro. Dropping bans at this time, bro. Like, I appreciate you being here, bro. I know that boy Turk and Flight are both streaming. That's why I got no viewers right now. But shit, I'm a good gentleman, so I do it for the loyal fans. Shout out to everybody watching. I know I don't usually do reactions, but we try a little bit of everything. We try a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
But keep in mind, despite the rich guy being Super Marco, breaking down
that's
like they're
crazy, bro.
As soon as we see the Ice Queen Wong coming up from Gilak Sans, the carry of this game, that's when it started to get really difficult for AP Bren to penetrate into the base.
Alright, I'm about to upload a video shit right now.
Against his opponents when being down what 14k, 12k.
Holy shit, but I need a thumbnail. I need a click baby thumbnail.
He's the only one that can do
I'm about to make that shit right now.
That guy's crazy.
I'm not gonna waste time, shit.
He really is, and he kept
I ain't wasting no time.
A lot of these base defenses.
What should I put in the thumbnail? Keyboard streaming up.
Keep in mind how they're actually approaching it without a
underscore.
They're just trading back and forth constantly, and it's not ideal in some of these senses, but I think it's extremely important to note that when you are deciding on how to approach a situation, and more importantly, once you are that close into the base, from both perspectives. You're looking to defend, but at the same time, AP Bren did not want to get caught and get turned around like that. You saw it at the 15th minute, right? They're just very careful with the way they approach Onic.
And to think about the composition of AP Bren, it's not like they don't have a lineup to end the game. They have a Clint with enough range to be safe while taking down the base building. Few was baited into the backlines with the ultimate again from Suns, which again, Suns outplayed so many members of AP Bren in this particular match. And this is what we expected. It's a Few versus Suns matchup. And you shade of black and yellow for sure.
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, from both of these teams, they have absolutely crushed what the metagame is to most people, right? You're thinking that Tigreal, he's out of the meta. No, 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 no. M-Series has proven that he's worthwhile, and I think Keyboy this time round has proven why he should be as good as he is currently.
Yeah, there were many changes for the side of Onic Esports. I think that M-Series as well as international tournaments have always been like the downfall of Onic Esports as a franchise. Whenever they perform internationally, pre-Coach Yeb, Kyrie era, you know, there were so many...
Do you see that Bruno build? I saw he had Wind Talker.
Is to most people, right? You're thinking that Tigreal, he's out of the meta. No, no. Get turned around like that. You saw it at the 15th minute, right? They're just...
You really yo, Kaneki, I'll end the fucking stream, bro. I ain't got no viewers right now.
And when you think it's over, I mean, they're...
But I'm doing it for y'all, bro.
Gonna wait nearly the 1.
Nah, but damn, I really said I'm in the stream if Onic wins, and they did, bro.
Decked out. Looks like he's gonna...
Well, I went too far back. What was Bruno building? Why did you say that? What's this bro?
You get a pick off.
So it took about 5 minutes for them to move from 30k gold to 44. So for them to get to that point where the gold doesn't matter anymore, we're talking about at least another 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, here.
To actually pull him out of these dangerous situations with quick follow-ups from, well, especially
CW. What the fuck?
I've seen so far. Second item, Blade of Despair, to ensure that they maintain that lead. It's incredible gameplay, even for Super Marco, right? Second item, Berserker's Fury after the endless battle.
Oh no, he had. I don't know.
But keep in mind,
I'm guessing he had golden stuff to hit the base fast,
and then still win the game.
And maybe two for defense. Maybe that's good. But I don't think he had that the whole game. I don't think he had the whole game shot. You can do that late game, maybe to defend or to end the game fast.
This game would have already been done for the side of AP Bren.
I'll be doing that, bro. I'll be getting that shit on anything. When I'm about to end, I just get golden stuff. You basic attack fast as shit. To be honest, at the point that Onic was done for real, I knew Onic can do comeback, bro. They're Onic. I know. Onic is so good at making comebacks.
Yeah, I think I played that.
Muhammad El Tigre Jr. Nah, chat. 16 viewers is crazy. Go home, yeah, man. That shit. 60 viewers is crazy. It is what it is.
You have to only give me one answer, right?
Okay. I think it's Layla.
SPS in the group stage.
Yeah, read this. It'll go back up, hopefully.
It does have some abilities of that.
Like laser. Bro.
AP Bren wanna go.
I think it's a frog. I'm clipping the video right now.
Very popular.
I'm gonna be here working and shit. Tight shit.
There's no other reason you would actually leave. Go look at these early road.
I don't know. I entered the
the items.
Yo, can flap is dead. Bro. And then Flap tried to go on Bruno. So he can't, so he just fucking dies. Wait. Am I tweaking? Why do I think Super Marco could have done something here? He could have tower locked, no? We're Bren's fans? I'm a Bren fan. I support both of them, but Maybe I'm tweaking, bro. I think Super Marco could have hit the base.
He could have, my boy. I completely agree.
Why was he so far from his team?
I don't know.
No, this all from Cable is crazy.
It is, bro.
Oh, yo, look at that combo. His second skill, right?
Yeah, I never
His
seen
second
that.
skill forward.
I never seen that, bro.
Shoot, wait, what the fuck? His second skill
I'd be
forward.
happy, bro.
Never see Tiggs doing that.
Stop,
bro. It hurts me.
And support meta in Alici because I like
Nathan,
playing
like that.
Alici when I almost die. Oh my god, have a support here to help me.
How about you? Same.
I need a thumbnail.
Your experience in your first pro team.
Experience in my first pro team, just like
I gotta make a thumbnail now, chat.
rather than in game. Like when we have mistakes in game, we don't trail each other because we don't want to hurt each other feelings. But now you cannot do that because your team will not improve.
My first team, Onic. I think before that's not good. I just joined, right, and then so many like internal problems, and then I cannot see the positive.
Wait, chat. I gotta make like a clickbaity face,
Trust the process.
like a crazy reaction face, like oh my god. Hold on. Just for the thumbnail, chat. For the thumbnail. For the thumbnail. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta make a clickbait face. Whoa! Now I just gotta screenshot that, put it in the thumb. What the fuck? What you talking
I
about?
think as long as my
It's for the
teammates and
thumbnail.
others are trusting me and I can see that I can still like compete.
Wait, why is it lagging?
High level, I'll just continue playing.
In my opinion,
Why is it lagging, bro?
genuinely might like be pro player because I like playing Mobile Legends. And you?
I think if I can still playing like before, I have like for my hand, yeah.
Yeah, you have injury.
My muscles, something like that. If I have team, I still play.
First of all, I would like to say.
Why am I stream lagging? Nobody
to
said
not
shit.
be that toxic
You guys are
and
bastards.
Saying bad words against players because some players
Only one person said.
take that seriously. So
Oh,
be kind
damn.
about your words.
Keep up supporting us.
Just keep support us. Don't toxic, okay?
Okay.
Nah, let me get it from the actual game.
And welcome back once again to the matchup here. I think we had plenty of time to digest what just happened. You know, unfortunately, you guys can't see it unless you're here, but
Oh my god, that's such a good clickbait face.
going to you.
Spoil it. Eventually.
You look like a dickhead, bro. Hell no, shit. I'm not putting that on my thumb, bro.
Just like Onic, they had the time
I look cooked.
forever in that game. They were waiting for one.
Look at this shit. That's my reaction, but I ain't putting that, bro. Hell no. It's making weird noises. I know. Alright, brother. Tight shit. Yeah, it's hella loud. That's the fun right there. I gotta turn that shit off. That shit sounds like an airplane.
Wait, is lagging?
This time it is going to be free, so do they want to give that over to Kyle Teasy here, or do they want to go for the Guinevere again? Maybe switch it up with the Phobius Con this time. Do they pick up the Bruno? That was something that really helped CW out last time. Yes, Onic was eventually able to scale.
Yo, Chad, the nurse should be gone,
so
right?
many options
I was
for each
lagging
team.
because I'm like exporting the
While it's
video.
hot. AP Bren holds a 100% win rate in games under 18 minutes. That's 12 games now. The last one was what, 22? I think it was around the 22 mark or
Yeah, it passed 20. It passed 18
It was
for
around
sure,
like
right?
22, 23.
Yeah, 22, 23. So that's the winning condition for AP Bren. They had the 15,000 gold lead. They just need to end it now a bit earlier, and that's maybe what they're trying to do here with the Arlet pickup, right? They need someone to display some of these members. When they are in that base, FlapTZ couldn't find an angle to get a Raging Sandstorm.
Yeah. Not only that, but you know, again, when you have that kind of lead, it still does pay off to be a little more disciplined, right? Don't overcommit, but then sometimes you risk that, right? Things turning topsy-turvy basically on your head, and that's kind of what happened. Now, the Arlot, will it solve some of that? Because you also, once again, you have this Guinevere where we saw an amazing game the previous one. So the answers from Onic this time around, they're going to pick up the Novaria. They've got the Terizla. Once again, Novaria, though, I like it because of the fact that you now provide some vision. This is one of the struggles that Kyrie had in the previous game, was looking for his own entry points, right? That's the struggle, but now with the Novaria, that'll help. And there's the answer once again. AP Bren is going to pick up Claude here for Super Marco, a signature hero pick.
Yeah, and something else that can dive into the back line, try to lock on a Novaria, be harder to hit from the Novaria, but because Onic doesn't lock in a gold lane this early, Coach Ducky gonna start closing in on that. Take out the Bruno, maybe even take out another Brody, something like that. Definitely a possibility. CW does do wonderful on it. On the side of Onic, they don't think this Arlet's gonna be an EXP laner, huh?
There's an Arlet, there's a Gwyn, right? Both can be flexed, so
Yeah.
Onic are like, you know what? That gave us a lot of problems, right? Let's ban that out from the get-go
Just in
now.
case.
Take it away from Mr. Flap.
I mean, AP Bren literally played the Phobius mid lane last time, and they played it wonderfully. I would not put anything past them at this point, but looking at Onic also, the Novaria, I mean, it's not done very often, but it could be flexed over to the roam position. I don't. I mean, you know ID a little bit more. Do we ever really see Keyboy play something on the more support side?
We have. Multiple times. You know, the Novaria even, it was, I believe, once in MPL Indonesia, but he plays a lot of the supports, even the Rafaela, back when it was meta.
Yeah,
that's how flexible he's been, right? He can use the healers, but also, that has just been banned away. No one moment, one win anymore.
That was when we were, again, talking about, like, what is the win condition? Let's imagine here, well, that hero right there. Just take it out of the picture. It's handled. Paquito also still taken out, focusing on that XP lane against AP Bren here. Onic still trying to get this favorable matchup if they can. Now, one thing, too, is you guys talked about it, right? Really that kind of double mage setup. If the Novaria does go in the roam, and then you can still provide something in the mid lane, you know, exactly what would that be? The fact that Valentina's taken out here, you have to work around that. Minotaur, though, going to be locked in for AP Bren for that 4th pick.
I almost feel like maybe they didn't plan on putting the Arlot, or if they did put it in mid, it was going to be flex. Coach Yeb's like, listen, either you're going to play that in the mid, or you're going to have a terrible EXP matchup. And they possibly force Ducky's hand into picking up the Minotaur because they don't want to have Novaria in whatever other mid they choose. They don't want to have to deal with the disruption of, you know, of the Arlot on the mid side.
This Minotaur was one of the reasons
as to how
AP Bren was able to beat Onic in the group stages of SPS.
Yeah, it can do work, of course. You know, it's in a similar fashion, you also provide some sustainability. Here's one of the answers, right, for these tanky heroes. The carry's going to be locked in and rounded out with a Grok.
Wow.
Very interesting pickups here from Onic.
They can't go for a 5-man implosion. Now they'll go for a 5-man knockup, maybe.
Yeah.
Big knockup, big damage. They have some early game potential. They have their late game covered. They have vision. They have the whole package here on the side of AP Bren. Once again, very aggressive. Very, very aggressive, but in my mind, I feel like Onic has a lot of answers to what AP Bren is bringing.
Part of this, too, is the fact that, you know, I like the Grok not only because you're looking for wild charges. And how many wild charges have we seen actually secure objectives, right? That's one factor in it, because it adds this dynamic too. When the Lord is up, you're already watching for one knock-up. Now you gotta watch out for the wild charge, right? But also it's a good peeling effect. Oh, here we go again.
Once again.
AP Bren pulls through with an Odette pick.
Okay, so me and Gideon were brainstorming this a lot the day that Odette got picked up.
Yep.
And a lot of it was, okay, it helps against a lot of heroes like the Joy, like the Nolan, because here's the thing. It's not, it supplies something that the Yve or the Farza could supply in a sense of zoning, but it's constant damage. You don't have to aim it. And she has the dash. She has a way to kind of dash back from the Nolan. And as long as their marksman can kind of hang out in that space, it is a very safe and free space to just unload.
Great insights once again here on both drafts.
It's good now.
As we
It's
get
good now.
loaded and ready once again to head into game number 2, Onic.
I had to stop recording, bro.
Play, able to take game 1 in the series, the best of 5 against AP Bren. Despite all their efforts in game 1, how will AP Bren adjust to even out the series 1-1 here as we get prepped and ready to see the series unfold one step closer to achieving
dark because of my eyes.
the golden road for Onic here. Looks like we're gonna take a little.
There's a lot going on.
There's
You know,
a lot going
even
on.
Mobile Legends can't handle it right now.
They're taking a break here, right? They're gonna figure some
Yo,
things out.
Carlo, no, I don't, bro.
You can
Chill out.
still keep those off track.
Keep them off. All right, for
Keep
now.
them there
I'm
for
good
now.
off that.
Wait for the right moment.
So the Swan Song, right?
The Swan Song.
Was the song that led them to victory.
Yeah.
You take into account the Novaria, that he's
No
going to be matching
panic,
up
I
in
just
lane,
fix it.
right? That's
I
more
had
a
to
range
stop
advantage
recording,
for
bro.
the Novaria, maybe even clear advantage in the early stage.
Definitely a lot of range for the Novaria, but still, I'm not too worried about Few on this Odette. Like, I think overall, I'm like kind of sold on the Odette. I'm at a point where I feel like it's just
After one game, you're
Check
sold.
this.
just the idea behind it. You have the dash, you pair it up with a flicker, and then once again, it gives you the coverage that you want from that type of mage, right? That zoning, that arrow, that AoE, someone that can attack a wide zone of area, but it's not as easily targetable when it's in its alt state. Comparative to the Farza, you are a sitting duck when you're Farza, you are a sitting duck when you're Eve, and that's why those two picks have not been getting picked up, because EXP lanes are back, baby. They are divers, they are aggressors. Then you also have so many roamers, you have so many junglers that are just highly aggressive, and those are just prime targets, whereas the Odette, in the alt state, it's not. The only thing the Odette lacks, really, is laning phase, doesn't
Pastor,
have as
like,
much
why
mobility
did the
as some
Frey
of
have
those
to freeze
other types
at that
of mages.
moment, bro?
So, as long as Few can get to a safe spot where the rest of the team can group up, it is definitely going to be dangerous.
Yeah, and I like this, you know, as you talk about this,
Little
exactly, the Odette, but the lineup rating right for them is pretty high. It's nearly 9 against Onic here with that. And, you know, you look at the course of the game, how things can fall into place. That's where they play around the Odette pick, just like they did the previous time that they picked it up, you know, earlier in their earlier matches. So, again,
there you go.
We'll see how it happens. We get the signal. We're going to be jumping into the Land of Dawn. Game 2 ahead of us. Onic versus AP Bren.
Isn't funny Van,
It's
bro?
1-0 for
I
Onic
don't
right
know.
now. You
I
can
guess
already
they're
see the
just not picking
pressure.
it. Yo, Keeper's dead.
Boy.
Doing some
Oh, no
damage.
flicker.
A flicker as well. Burnt out by Keyboy here. But I do want to talk a little bit more about this Odette. In the matchup that we saw previously when Few picked this up, the Odette
Wait.
was also picked up against the carry. So now it's an assassin and a carry, right?
He pulled out Odette against.
very,
Who the fuck is Master
vulnerable
Baxter?
targets for the
Is
Odette
that
to
you,
catch.
Bastard?
Yeah, definitely very
Thanks
vulnerable.
for pulling through and streaming for Desz
So
was
it's
Nix.
definitely not going to be Carrie's job to deal with Few. Taking a look at the emblems.
Chat, we may have low viewers right
Nothing
now.
too out of the
But
ordinary. Boots
Carlo
go for the same exact setup as last
and
time.
Master Baxter
CW does pick
donated
up a
20.
nice defensive emblem there. Make
And
sure
let's not
that
forget Trivergen, so.
if Carrie needs to, it can kind of survive a little bit of a gank there.
We're
You
good.
can look at these
Thank you for
items.
putting up
CW
a
as
streamer
well.
for
Doesn't
10
go
of
for the
us.
boots, whereas Super Marco does.
Yo,
Super
Desz,
Marco's gonna
react
pick
to
up-
the
gonna
tournament.
go
Yo,
straight
Yo
into
Desz, why don't
possibly
you
the
react to the
defensive boots
tournament
there.
matches? Yo, Desz, react to
So,
the
a
tournament.
slightly
It's gonna
different
give you a
round
lot
to
of
normal.
views.
Okay, speaking of, they
Yeah.
already get the flicker out from Few, right?
Yeah.
Putting the pressure there. Sans
Yo,
takes the
W
shot, Logan's gonna
bastard.
block it, but you see how this time around, because Kyrie has this type of lineup to work around this Nolan pick, it allows him to farm up pretty confidently. He
W
is a little
bastard.
bit ahead of Kyle Tizia as well right now, right? So Turtle's gonna be up here in just a couple seconds. They'll both get in position. a lot of these still trying to get that level 4, the ultimate's available. That's why they're parking themselves in the XP lane. Both junglers lead into the turtle.
Oh, Kyle's level 3.
Clear up top a bit faster for
Wait,
Onic.
did Kibo
Calteezy
take his
setup
buff?
as well, but Kibo just pops in at power
I
nature.
think he did.
And a wild charge, and Kibo
Wait, no,
gets the
I don't know,
turtle
I
as
don't know.
well.
Wow!
I think he got him
It
better.
was 2 kills.
Holy shit, what
Clear
just
up top a
happened,
bit
bro?
faster for Onic. Calteezy looking for the setup as
Boots
well,
just
but Kibo
got
just pops in at
fucking-
power nature. And a wild charge, and Kibo gets the turtle as well.
Wow!
Game number 1, it was 2 kills and a turtle over to
Onic
AP
is
Bren.
bad,
Game number
boy.
2 starts off with Onic doing the same thing.
That is a big switch up from what we saw last time. This time, Onic bringing the aggression. You can
Yo,
tell the
Mikey.
morale is up. I mean, after winning a game like the last one,
Mikey,
you gotta
bro.
feel good about themselves. Onic
Des,
definitely
why
in their
don't you
zone
react
right
to
now.
on
EP
5?
Bren,
Yeah, Des, you should
you
react
try
to on
kinda
5. You should
get
cut it
things
and react
back
to on
into the
5.
groove. It's not too huge of a loss, but it is already 2K in the first
Everybody
3
watching
minutes.
Turk and
The thing about
Fly,
it too,
bro.
well, Super Marco is going to have the pressure here, but you know, when you're talking about the mid lane picks and you're talking especially about Sans here,
What am I
the
supposed to
Novaria,
do?
his track record on this Novaria is insane. His success rate is very good, but not only that, the fact that the way that he plays it to the point where, yes, you're topping the damage meter, you're topping, you know, you're farming up really, really well here, but also the vision that's usually on point.
Oh my god, keyboard.
Wild charge flicker combo into the
Keyboard.
fracture. Kyrie gets rid of Fear, and that's another combo together. Ogwen wall down, but Onic, they'll take
Yeah, he
this
was
win.
feeling himself with
4
that
in
on
Sans,
that.
canceling out the recall. Keyboy looking for an
No
angle
way
once
for
again.
the guy
Maybe
3-0.
cancel
Bro,
another
after
recall, but
they
Ogwen
win that,
stays behind that turret. We'll try to facilitate Flap Teasy's
bro,
way
that
back to
first
clear
game
this wave.
hurts.
Take a look at the
AP Bren
junglers
sold
right
to the
now.
ground.
Kyrie with a
How did they lose
1,300
that?
gold lead already.
This
He's got
shit's
the 100
over.
striking. Whereas when we take a look at Kyle Teasy, he's got practically nothing on his side.
That's a wall down. Super Marco going to be caught.
Super
It's down right
Marco's
now with a lot of
fucking
damage
bad.
coming through. Kyrie will be able to give CW the kill down below. The
Jeez.
entire turret shield as well into an Astral Sphere and an Astral Echo, revealing Ogwen and Fuse, zoning them away for CW once again to farm up and shove the wave back to the turret.
And putting the pressure once again. Sans is just on point so far. Even with the lead that he's garnered himself, right? 2-0-3 on the Novaria allows him to continue to do this. Just kind of siege from, you know, the safety, from distance. That's why the Novaria is so great. But as I was saying before that fight even broke out, you know, the ability to provide vision
was so annoying.
allows even Kyrie
Oh,
to
Cat
rotate
Farm,
a
that
lot
was
more
really fun.
confidently. And even Keyboy, the fact that he picked up this Croc, at this point, he's just walking vision, right? He's one of those vision getters.
He's a getter vision.
He's a getter of the vision.
And another great thing about Keyboy, why he can do this so well
He's a getter
is when he
vision.
pops that first kill, he's immune to the CC, right? So he can go into the enemy jungle without fear of the magic sum, without fear of
This
getting
shit's
knocked
over,
up.
bro.
And as long as he has Sans sitting in the back lane behind him, he knows he's good. I mean, he's
Take the long way.
disgusting.
Oh really,
He's making
Yashimo?
Flap Teasy walk
Yushimo?
to his base.
You don't get the
I mean,
recall. You
shit, it
have
is
to
what
walk.
it is. But
That's
I'm not
what
gonna lie,
Keyboy does.
chat. I am feeling a little bit
So
sleepy.
with that, again, this is
So
very different from
it
the
may
previous
not be
game, right?
worth it.
You're
So
talking about
maybe
now,
after
5
this,
minutes in,
I'm
almost
just bro.
5,000 gold ahead.
Because there's no way
And
I'm
you can
sitting
see
at 14
just how
right now.
strong they are in the lanes, right? Super Marco doing a relatively, trying to
Chat,
keep up
like-
as much as he can, but still the
I
pressure
made a
being put
thumbnail for
through
this shit, bro.
every single
I
lane
did
right
this
now
shit
as they
with
go
love.
on.
The same shit happened last time.
So 5K gold lead for Onic right now.
But I don't know, bro.
AP Bren
I don't know.
cannot find an opening. I think they know, all right, let's
The
take it slow.
competition's too big.
Pretty much
I
going to
think.
try to pull an Onic this game. But Onic has a composition that scales so well into the late
can't-
game with CW, with Sans, with the amount of vision
Onic
they can
wins this,
have
bro.
overall.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the item CW, he's got the Scythe in. He's got the Golden Wand in. He's 2/3 of the way to the Holy Trinity, and it's going to be trouble once he locks that in because the rest of his team is,
Expansion Migration, Val Requiem, and the Swan Song onto Keyboy. Final slash.
Keyboy's alive?
Gets out with a wild charge.
Kyrie?
That was Kyrie. Into the back of Fracture, not
No,
getting him
Kyle's
just yet.
on
Bit of
his
Fury
speed.
Flicker combo, boots with the penalty zone.
Kyrie lives.
Distracting the back line. Open,
Boots.
barely dodging
Wow.
away from that last hit, but CW's rotating over already now. Immobilized under the turret, boots taken low right now. Vengeance comes
Sans is
down
gonna get a
with
kill.
Astral Echo with a
Oh,
one more hit.
CW gets
CW
it.
finds the kill under the tier 1 of AP Bren.
Onic Esports goes from getting caught off guard.
That's what I'm saying,
to
Baxter.
completely
That's what I'm saying,
responding,
Bastard.
finding a kill and almost a tower for themselves.
Still feel like it's a
Keyboy gonna be able to make it
double
another
mission.
one.
That's a
Nah,
knockdown.
I
Keyboy
actually
still
like,
chasing, he's
I enjoy
chasing.
reacting to
He's
the
hungry.
first
Few
match.
gets the dash, Super Marco.
But then it started
Gets
lagging.
Few
Everybody
out,
started
but
leaving.
all that.
What am I supposed to
While
do?
that was happening, Onic took what? Whoa!
The
While that
wall
was
killed
happening,
him?
Onic took what? Whoa! With a wall
It's fucking over. Bro.
You cannot recall right now if you're AP Bren.
It's so over.
Because there's a gator hunting you down.
Final slash in the battle. Requiem, but Keyboy just charges.
Yeah, I just want to say, yo, shout out
He's
to
not even
the
stressed about it. Keyboy's like, it's okay. You can
little,
knock me up
like
for a
it may
second.
not
I'm
be a
good.
little, but shout
I
out
just
to
wild
everybody
charge
watching.
away. No problems.
Y'all are
And now,
the
Onic
realest
are
ones,
at their
bro.
average.
This is the
Shout out to
average, right?
Buster,
But
shout
now
out
it's
Carlos,
only
shout out
7 minutes in.
Travision. Thank you for
It's
donating.
kind of crazy to think about what that gold average is that they
I'm
have
tired of
leading
shit
into
right now.
M5, now the 8.4K ahead. And it's kind of, it's
Wait,
flipped
Kyrie
around.
can
It's
kill
weird,
him.
right? You're 7-0.
Is this what these games are going to be, essentially?
Nah,
We're just
nah,
going to
nah.
go back and forth, each team starting the game off with a 10K gold lead.
And then one moment that
Soap
changes everything.
spoken
Is that the possibility here?
ASMR
That is a
reaction.
possibility.
It's one moment.
That is a good
moment.
title.
If you had.
If I kept streaming.
Shout out
One
to Yassi.
shot.
But I don't know. I mean, we got
All
20
right, taking a
now.
look at the items
20
once
better than
again.
10. You know what
Few.
I'm saying? Low
Just getting
progress.
that first item in. This is a problem, right?
This is.
We saw the same thing from AP Bren last time, but I would argue that AP Bren has a slightly worse composition to try to pull off what Onic did last time. And AP Bren didn't have the scaling
Sure.
capabilities that Onic has this
We got
time.
18 now.
CW is just getting involved into these
Tight
team
shit.
fights. It's only been a few minutes. And now that they're grouped up, now that they're ready to push in, it's going to present more and more
No,
of a
this
problem.
shit's over.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it too, right? The fact that we talked so much
How is
about
this
this
game
low
always
depth pick, but
one-sided, bro?
unfortunately
It's
for the
like-
game, it's really just been stopped, right? You really
But
haven't been able to
Bren
see
is not on
these
it.
Swan
I don't
Song
think
do
they can
anything
come
just
back from
yet.
this, bro.
You see AP Bren dealing with the siege from a distance, and once again, why that Novaria pick was so great. It was so crucial.
Carla, I
for
still can't
the
believe
game
you're
plan
here,
for Onic as they approach this game.
I know you're
Even
usually
with that,
watching
right, you
Turk
need-
stream and shit.
You know, when we looked at the comparison, as this Lord
Bren,
is just going to be
I love you,
taken
bro.
uncontested for Onic, when you looked at the comparison, right, the lineup power was in favor of AP Bren.
Yep.
But they have not been able to execute the lineup that they've drafted. Again, looking at Novaria here, this is why teams love this hero, and they pick it up, not only for the vision, but the insane damage
Size.
early on from safety, essentially.
Yeah, and the vision just supplies so much. I mean, especially when you have a lead overall, that is when you can really just start to get the noose around the neck, right? That is when you can really just start to
And
keep
I can't
AP
really,
Bren
like,
exactly,
be loud right now,
exactly
so
where
I
you
don't
want
know.
them at all times.
This is not my
Onic
stream time.
really starting
You
to
feel
close
me?
in now.
Wow.
Gonna try to take this tier 2, and AP Bren can do nothing about it.
Rose Gold
Kyrie
Meteor
got
built up for
BOD.
CW as well, so if the Swan Song does get
Title show
utilized
pop.
into the back, get CW, he'll still be able to survive it. 3-man Astral Echo as the Lord marches down bottom lane, this time with the first Lord looking for a one-base turret. Final slash flicker combo, not gonna be able to connect right now. CW free hits, Keyboy in the back. This might be the zone into the wild charge. Keyboy taking low, Swan Song and the Minas Fury Boots caught in enemy territory. 1v4, but Lord was able to deal
I don't
with the
even know
base
what's
turret. Now
going on,
Super
bro.
Marco's
I'm over
chasing
here fast
Boots,
asleep and
but
shit.
Boots is unkillable. He just walks out of there.
The body of Smith. The BOS.
The body of Boots.
The body of
I don't even know,
Bob.
Master. I might
That's
just
what
end
worked
after
there.
this shit, bro.
The Bob.
I have to say,
Like, thank you. I
still
feel bad
almost worth
to
it,
the people
honestly,
that
for Onic. At
donated.
this point, when you're that far ahead, you
I'll
can
make
toss
it
the
up
body
to
under
you
the tower
if
as
you
long
pull
as
up
you get the
next time. I
tower.
could play like a
Onic,
hero or
if they
some
want to
shit,
try to
but
close
like,
this out quick, they have to make sure those
20
towers go
viewers is
down.
not it, bro.
Kyrie just stole the orange ball.
that is not okay.
Yes, he did.
Looks like it. He's having a much better game this time around. Kyle T.
But it's like, I understand,
flip
bro. I
side,
get it.
struggling this time,
Competition's
right?
too
Even with the same
big.
pick.
For
Really,
that
it's that
content one,
lineup. It's a
I
lineup
want
difference
to,
here for
bro.
Onic this time around, and now they're the
I actually
ones, right?
want to.
With the 13,000
I'm gonna try to
gold lead.
figure out how to
So really, if you're
like
trying
how to
think
set
about
that
it as
up.
they get ready, is Onic the
'Cause
team
I
to
actually
just go
wanna do
ahead
that.
and slowly kind of whittle down
But am I
the
gonna have
defensive
20
of
viewers
AP
again?
Bren here until that next Lord?
It's okay.
And at the same time, they still have
Let's
the
try to do
tools
that for the
actually
10K
force a fight,
special.
even if it's just Sans. Give him the vision.
Tired of MLBB
Poking
anyway.
them down like that.
Oh my God. He
Close
gets out very, very close. Are you telling me Onic want to go for the
They
siege
do.
without a Lord? That they do in the mid lane.
Keyboy
Reese
can
gonna be
get
taken down.
massive
Boots
over
penalty
here.
zone, locking him
Oh,
down.
never
Wild
mind.
charge. Keyboy flickering back.
CW.
CW
works.
melted Ogwen.
Oh my God, Kyrie.
With a fracture of Minas Fury.
Kyrie,
Even on the
you
lane,
fucking
it's a double kill for Kyrie. And
beast,
Super
bro.
Marco is forced back.
I mean, he is for the shit, bro.
Falls Game number 1, they ended
Custom?
it in 23
Yeah, I'll do that
minutes.
too, bro.
Game number 2, they're looking for the end in the 11th minute. No minute waves.
I really should, Carlo. Like, I feel bad that you guys donated and shit, bro. Like, thank you, but damn. This shit looks like it's over anyways. I think Onic is gonna just 3-0 them.
Difference from game 1, calm and collected.
Wow.
They ended quickly.
Yeah, I'm also gonna stream tomorrow, so I'm gonna just go. I mean, like, let me see. It's like this many people click on the stream. That's actually not bad. It's just that the time, bro. I can't really like be loud and shit, you know. And it's like I get it, bro. And some other people are streaming it, so it's like understandable. But yeah, chop to the like you guys to the Onic is gonna win, bro. If Bren reverse sweeps them, I'll cut my hair. Why did I say that? Alright. I'm gonna end. Yo, people that are here, thank you so much. I really tried, chat. I really tried, but I guess this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So he did that kind of key. That's crazy. Yeah, you guys have a good night, bro. I love you all. Thank you for pulling up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's do that 10K lose stream. You know what I'm saying? Good night, chop. Good night. I'm out. Good night.